There's a beast back there.
What kind?
A giant gorilla dog thing that ate one kid already.
Is that a fact? Sit down, kid. Sit down. Let me tell you something, kid. Everybody gets one chance to do something great. Most people never take the chance, either because they're too scared or they don't recognize it when it spits on their shoes. This is your big chance, and you shouldn't let it go by. I mean, you remember when you busted the guts out of the ball the other day? Someone's telling you something, kid. And if I was you, I'd listen.
Yeah. But what?
You're the one with the rubber legs. Figure it out. Henry Aaron. I don't know why, but can I have this, kid?
Sure, yeah.
Thanks.
Wait. You're saying I should hop over that fence and pickle the beast?
Think about that, kid. I'll see you later. Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you never go wrong.
Wow. Truly incredible. Like I said, no one in our modern age could even contemplate writing something like that, let alone even letting it get by. That is just too much of a pro-human message right there. Shown to young children to inspire them. That message stuck with me, but let's break it down as an adult, shall we? Notice how when the kid says, "There's a beast back there," Babe Ruth says, "What kind of beast?" Signaling that life has many beasts. All beasts need to be conquered in their own way. Everyone face beasts out there. It's how you handle these beasts are what matter. Notice how he says that most people get one chance, but they never take it. Truly is incredible. That's what we see right now. We see a lot of heroes out there, a lot of wannabe heroes, but no legends. That's why they'll always be wiped out to the wind, always be forgotten as dust. Because they never want to make the hard decisions. They never want to get out there and push and become greater and greater. No, they always just want to celebrate mediocrity. They just want to sit around and be mediocre all the time. Let's break down Rush Limbaugh right here. Look at this. A caller calls in. He says that something has changed because of the president. What's changed? What's changed? Rush is always like, oh, I got the smartest audience out there, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, they're no different than your basic liberal. Just on an opposite spectrum on what they believe is conservative, Republican, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're the same. But anyway, he says right here, since you arrived about, I guess, 30 years ago, is there enough influence now to determine a narrative of what's happening in our country? In other words, he's asking Rush, have you been an influence on what's going on in our country right now? And do you think that things are gonna change? And then Rush blatantly says, no, sadly. Of course not, because Rush is doing nothing to fix it, and he knows he's doing nothing to fix it. Just like Rush the other day when the spies came out and he blatantly told everyone that he knew who the spy name was, but he wasn't gonna say who it was. That was him right there admitting that he was withholding information with you, that he didn't want to elevate you, that he was suppressing you. Right there, out in the open. Truly incredible. How does anybody stand for something like that? Just blatant suppression right there in your face, and you just go along to agree with it. Why? Because he doesn't want to hurt his opinion rating or something like that. Because he might be wrong or something. Look at the hubris. Look at the ego on that. Truly incredible. Why do we support this blatant hypocrisy? This is what I truly don't understand about the so-called conservatives, the Republicans, the whatever patriots. They're just blinded just as much. The mind control is working just because there's an R by their name. Remember, that's all they need to keep the game perpetuating. He says right here, let's see who Rush's boogeyman is. He says that it hasn't changed because it's still assumed that the New York The New York Times. The New York Times is the news agenda in the United States today. Clearly, Rush has lost it. Like I said, he has no idea about what he's talking about anymore. Get the hell out of here. The New York Times. The New York Times couldn't influence someone who was on the toilet to have a bowel movement, let alone influence anything that's going on in the United States right now. Truly incredible how someone can be so ignorant to their own retardation. Look at the New York Times every day is setting the agenda, according to Rush. Why doesn't anyone challenge the retardedness of that? Why? Oh, that's right, because everyone on Fox and Friends and Tory News and all the other Tory places are all blinded by the Maharishi. Oh, he's so enlightened, but nothing ever gets done or gets fixed, and everything's getting worse, and blah, blah. Like I said, these people act like President Trump's going to be president forever. Did you see that right there? All the people who are making decisions in this reality, only 7% of them read the New York Times in 20... Get the hell out of here. Like I said, Rush Limbaugh has no idea what he's talking about anymore. He blatantly admits that he doesn't read or research news or nothing. He blatantly admits that. If you don't believe me, go back like last year's show. Go ahead. You gotta find it. It's gonna be difficult, but he says it. He admits it. He doesn't follow the media or anything. What do you think does more damage? Do you think the New York Times or Media Matters does more damage? Who do you think sets the agenda of the United States every day? The New York Times, oh, the boogeyman New York Times, or the George Soros-owned Media Matters who's setting the agenda? A non-profit, tax-exempt. Why aren't we paying for this? This is what I'm talking about. Why does an organization like this even exist? Clearly, it's a George Soros-funded organization who sets the media agenda every day for all the other corporate medias, because who do you think supplies them with all their George Soros. So when you hear people like Rush Limbaugh deflect to the New York Times that's causing all this damage, I'm Maharishi. I'm telling you it's the New York Times. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. Nobody's going to challenge my thought process because they think I'm some all-power wizard or something, or I just don't have the political power to challenge all the almighty brain processing of Rush Limbaugh. Oh, this is the reality we live in today. Truly incredible. Just like Lionel saying that he voted for us, why do we put up with the hypocrisy, the double standard? He should be treated just like any other liberal who voted for Hillary Clinton. He should be suffering the same consequences, but like a leech Tory of the Revolutionary War, no one cares. I'm gonna try to pierce that reality. Get the hell out of here. He should suffer the consequences just as much. Just like, look at this article from the Federalist telling you, oh, the GOP's getting together. Oh my gosh, they're telling you that the reps are getting together. They're gonna impeach. Remember, we had this conversation before. But look at how they don't tell you how many conveniently in this article. But they detail, the 9 months of finger wagging that they did. You better give us those documents. Oh, you better give us all that. Oh, you better come answer those subpoenas. Oh, you better start doing what we tell you to do, FBI. Oh, you better start listening to us. This is the mentality. 9 months. Think about that. Wasted almost an entire year on nothing. Like I said, if I was in there, I would have been arrested all these people. Would have been done all this garbage already. I would have had the military. Go ahead, have a military general defy me. Like I said, would give him an LOC. Who's going to take a general with an LOC after that? Give me a break. I'll just keep going down the list, having them removed. I'm the commander-in-chief. Just like right here, 11 House Republicans presented this to get whatever. The hell out of here, 11. And you need a majority. Well, there you go. Out of 435 minus 11. Well, good luck getting your majority over there. Do you really think Rosenstein's going to be impeached? Do you really think anything is going to get done? Do you really think Tory News is going to present you with a final get-together? Do you think that they're not just holding out to the 2018? How pathetic of a reality is that? I mean, really think about that. They're really waiting to draw your life out till November for them to keep deciding on what to do with our reality and our lives and everything else. Isn't anyone truly upset? Isn't that beyond pathetic that we need to wait for those so-called masters of reality to decide what we're going to do next? Isn't it disgusting how they truly are going to waste months of our life force on nothing? This is why I'm saying, remember, heroes are forgotten, but legends never die. Where are the patriots who are going to rise up and hop over that fence just like it pickled the beast of our government? Once again, are we going to rise? Are we going to push? When's the militia's going to do what needs to be done? When are we going to kick those doors open? This is what I'm saying. Like, then you need to go through the snake. All right, get the hell out of here, mister. I never wanted this job in the first place. Like I said, when we gonna tackle the beasts of reality? We can't just keep being afraid of these beasts. We can't just be acting like scared. We need to tackle these beasts. We need to pickle the beast. We need to do it. We need to be legends. We need to be like our forefathers. Notice how our forefathers aren't heroes. They're legends. Legends throughout time, space, history, everything. Truly incredible how a small group of ragtag team of men got together and pickled the beast of the world, the beast of reality, and they didn't submit or roll over or show their bellies to the wolf. Unbelievable. Just like, why does anybody care about what the snake has to say? He blatantly admitted he never wanted this job, and why doesn't he leave? Oh yeah, that's right, because he still has a mission. He still has his job for the paymasters. He still has to be the treacherous snake drawing out reality, just like when someone asked him the question about impeaching Rosenstein and about the real reality. Kind of see me. Oh, you get this face. This is why nothing ever gets done. Look at the smirk. Look at the smile. Look at the demented face, the twisted look of his reality, of his soul missing. Nothing left of an empty husk of what was once a man, now just a pathetic shell of a worthless human being who's souling out, who has nothing left to give. Truly incredible. There you see it in his eyes, his soulless husk of a man that was once a man. I don't even know what he is anymore. He's just a husk. He's Paul Husk. Like a snake who sheds his husk. That's it. That's all that's left. It's just like that little shell. The scales. I forget what it's called, the shedding. I'm here to do the work I was sent to do. Really, Maxine Waters, who sent you to do this work? What voices are speaking in her mind, right? I mean, I really believe in Satan. I believe in all that extra spiritual stuff. I'm afraid of all that, trust me. That's why I believe in Armageddon and everything. That's why people need to take reality as timeline seriously. People really need to start realizing true history of the world like this. When God sends you to do something, you just do. Whose God is she referring to? I'm pretty sure that's not the same God that me and you worship. I'm pretty sure that's a different God. What God of hers is sending her to do the work of the devil? There, I said it. You better believe. Just like how I told you those people at Judicial Watch. Could you imagine wasting all that time? Like I said, imagine how many months of the finger waving, how many time in court and everything, all for that 400 celebrating mediocrity. Like I said, that blank document, celebrating that blank document like it's some kind of accomplishment, just like this pathetic other leech of reality, the judge pulling a Lionel, going on whoopee. My book sales and everything, and I'm on Tory News, always pushing and promoting the weak, pathetic humans of our reality. Like anyone takes Marco Rubio seriously, get the hell out of here. How does someone like it's just like that 28-year-old retard. How does someone like Marco Rubio even make it up there too? Like, this is what I'm talking about. There's no democracy here. There's no elections. They just rig anything and everything because these people have sucked the hardest. That's the only way you're able to promise them stuff while they're sucking, because they control everything. Truly incredible. Just like, why does anyone need to go around anyone? This should let you know right here, just like why we have a Freedom Congress. Why does anyone need to go around Paul Ryan? Why is Paul Ryan Stonewall? Why is Paul Ryan being an obvious traitor? Why is there an obvious fake reality? Why is there an obvious beast in our government that needs to be dealt with? Why are people just acting like the scared children of Sandlot, not dealing with it until the hero comes along, who becomes a legend because he pickled the beast? Quick, though.